Everyone has a favorite video game. Maybe it's the first game you ever played, or maybe it's one that you put the most amount of time into, or maybe it's a game that has its hooks in you so deep that you can't seem to get away from it because you're an addicted psychopath like Tyler 1 in League of Legends. Game sucks, by the way. The point is, everyone has their own favorite game, and everyone's favorite game is different for plenty of different reasons. Maybe it's Halo because you grew up playing Halo 1 campaign over and over, looking up pictures of Cortana on Rule of 34. Or maybe it's Doom and you just kick back and shoot demons while listening to that killer soundtrack. Or maybe you love Super Mario 64, one of the greatest platformers of all time, with some of the best gameplay around. Maybe it's Ocarina of Time. Maybe it's Civilization. Maybe it's even World of Warcraft. There are so many choices and so many great games, and depending on when you played what, probably affects a lot about your choice. But one thing stays the same. Your favorite game of all time doesn't mean it's the greatest game of all time, but it can be. Let me explain. Your favorite video game is Super Mario World, a classic. It is hard to say anything negative about this game, and some would say it's the ultimate platformer. While it lacks anything that resembles a gripping story, it makes up for it by just nailing the gameplay so perfectly. If you said this game was your favorite game, and that it was also the greatest game of all time, you'd have a solid foundation to back up your case.
This is making insanely good sense to me.
The game is on plenty of top game of all time lists, and being a true classic that everyone loves and appreciates, a lot of people would side with you on this argument. But, on the other side of things, if you said your favorite game of all time is, I don't know, what's a good one?
Oh yeah!
Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. If that is your favorite game of all time because you're a weeb and you just wish you were a ninja and you're the only person on earth who thinks Sakura is a good character, then good for you, dude. But hey, the game's a piece of shit. It is absolutely not the greatest game of all time, and it does not belong in any top 100 list or any top 250 list. It can be every spot on your own personal top 10, and while you deserve to be made fun of for that because your list is shitty and your opinions are bad, they are ultimately your shitty opinions and you can keep them. But do not go out claiming that this game is the best game ever, because you're wrong. It's not good, and you're an idiot for suggesting it's anything more than a 7 out of 10. So here's the main thing when it comes to people talking about their favorite game of all time. They will defend the game like their life depends on it. Gaming forums and Twitter can foster extremely toxic personalities that try to force every single one of their terrible and dogshit opinions about every bad game on every single person they interact with. They are dumb for doing this, and if this is you, stop what you're fucking doing. You're an idiot. No one cares that you love the Avengers game. It's bad. You should feel bad for talking about it. You should feel bad for liking it. Keep that shit to yourself and play something better. If you're gonna spout garbage, then I'm allowed to call you out on it, and so is everyone else. If you're talking some real shit that has actual value, then yeah, we can have a solid debate about it and state our case, which brings me to another point. There are many possible greatest games of all time. Your favorite game of all time might be the greatest game of all time, but there are very few possibilities of what the greatest game of all time can be. And depending on your choice of games, your top 5 or top 10 might not even be close to what people consider to be the best of all time. I'm sorry, Genshin Impact doesn't count. But games like The Last of Us Part 1 and 2, Final Fantasy VII, Bioshock, Metal Gear Solid 3, Ocarina of Time, Mario Odyssey, Red Dead Redemption 2, Breath of the Wild, Half-Life 2, and probably Elden Ring. All these games have a reason to be considered the greatest game of all time. Every single one of these games would be an absolute respectable choice in anyone's top 10 games ever. But you know what wouldn't? Any Ubisoft game. If your top 10 contains one of those, you need to open your eyes and ears to some new games, because you're really missing out on some actual masterpieces. So, what's your favorite game of all time?